I remember a point where I was like, dude, I don't even know if I can act, because I like went to like 10 auditions in a row and I just didn't do well. But I just like kept on believing in myself and kept on going to class, and I literally hit like this point where I changed as an actor. It happened like one day.
New York City.
We out of here, man.
Okay, which one is
We're leaving the New York City hustle bustle.
This is
You go to the West Coast.
First, it was like all just for fun.
Yeah.
There was nothing else to do. I'm from Ohio, and so I lived in a small town, and it was just fun, and I loved doing it. And my brand was literally just like being myself. Like I'm like weird and like come up with like these weird ideas, and I'm not afraid to like go do crazy stuff in public and walk up to people and prank them or whatever it is.
Touch my body, put me on the floor, twist me around.
Lean with a rock with a do it, go, wait, swag out on the flow, nay, real quick, hit that elbow and hit that Super Mario.
So that's how it started out, and then started getting phone calls being like, yo, promote my app for X amount of dollars. Like first it was like $100, I think, and I was stoked. I was 16. I was used to making like $10 an hour landscaping, and so like started out doing that, and I was like, okay, I can make money from this.
Yeah.
So started like even going harder with it, and eventually the money started growing and growing and growing, and then eventually people were like, come out to Los Angeles and be in my TV show, audition for this, I want to be your manager, I want to be your agent. Like it all started happening so fast.
Guys, two quarters, watch this. Baba Ganoush! Oh,
Go,
it worked!
Go,
It worked!
go, 50 in the house.
Now, I want to know how much fun is it to watch this movie?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, what you gonna do about it?
The next time you text me, I ain't gonna text back.
You son of a... It's not worth it! It's not worth it! He's not gonna take this back!
Yes, how's your brother? Is your brother helping you out? You guys help each other out or what?
Yeah, we have a hashtag, like the rise of the Pauls. So we're kind of like using that hashtag to symbolize like our start in Hollywood from like a digital movie role.
Yeah.
Like we post about it and saying like hashtag rise of the Pauls. And then like before we even knew it, like he was posting about like being on the movie Baywatch, hashtag rise of the Pauls. And then I'm on a Disney show, hashtag rise of the Pauls. So it's like we keep on building and building, and like we're kind of like conquering it as like a 1-2.
Thanks.
Do I have what it takes?
Do you have what it takes?
Do you have what it takes?
Do we have what it takes? Yeah.
I actually started before him.
Oh, really?
I told him about Vine. Yeah. The thing was like I was still in high school, and like he had more free time, and like he's super smart kid, and so like he immediately like started going 100% into it. And then I kind of saw that, and then I started doing it.
Yeah.
So I was a little late, but hey, Logan, if you're watching this, the race isn't over.
Yeah, that's right.
The race isn't over. Let's go.
Yo, you know we had to stop by In-N-Out. You can't come to LA without that. Gotta get that animal style.
We're doing a night called Elevator Nights. Basically, it's a business plan pitch competition, right? We have 200 investors coming to this event. 6 of them are actually real billionaires, and we have 12 startups that are gonna come and pitch. Now, the reason why it's called Elevator Nights is because I don't know if you guys know about an elevator pitch, but if you don't, basically what it is picture you have an idea, right? I'm an investor. Tomorrow, you get in the elevator, I come in right behind you. I get in this elevator. Door shuts. We're both going to the top floor. We're going to the penthouse floor. You have pretty much 60 seconds to concisely, creatively, passionately pitch me on that idea. So that by the time we get to that top floor and that door opens up, I want to know who you are, get your information, and I'm interested in truly investing into your company.
But the last 2 years, I've been doing it really consistently, every 2 to 3 months. It's 200 angel investors, 12 companies for 5 minutes each. And I do the 5 minutes each because I just know that the investors will consume it better and people can get straight to the point. And the reason for it is there's no charge to be there, there's no charge to present, we don't take any percentage, we don't charge admission. I wanted something as an excuse to get a bunch of my wealthy friends together to see the companies that are in our circle and people that are pitching us so that they have an opportunity to invest in them, helps the companies, but also it's like a think tank, a mind, and I'm providing value from every single side.
Yes. So in Elevator Nights, we're actually giving each startup about 5 minutes to pitch their story. It's interesting because there's only supposed to be 12 startups pitching. And there's one startup that I just started advising. I like these guys a lot. And they've been asking me to kind of help them out, get in front of investors. So I'm going to try to squeeze them in as the 13th. But basically, I'm only going to give them 24 hours notice. So they're going to have to be ready to really seize the day and attack the opportunity. And you know what? As an entrepreneur, this is something that you guys got to learn. You never know when opportunity is going to strike, and you have to be ready at all times, no matter what. You always got to be ready to seize opportunity.
Tell me more about how Locker Room came about and what was your motivation to start your own app?
Yeah, so great question. And I kind of saw the value in influencers and how much power we had, and we were the ones creating content on Instagram and Snapchat and for YouTube, and that's really what drives those companies. So I was like, you know what, I can use all my relationships and use my knowledge on how to use platforms, how to build platforms, how to create content for platforms, and put it into my own company.
Last year I took 2 apps to the top 10 on the App Store in under 48 hours. Like Brandon over here from First Place, I realized with this much power, why don't I create and own the pie instead of promoting someone else's pie?
If you want to raise capital, you need to be able to sell the story. Your team, at the end of the day, an investor is going to invest in you. So you got to be ready. Sell that in story.
You just found out about this, so I went for it.
That's what it's all about. Elevator Nights, boy. Introducing these startup entrepreneurs into the right people. Take their dreams into reality. So check it out. I want you guys to have the full uncut interviews that I just had with Jake Paul and Dan Fleshman. You're gonna get some of their insider tips on how to build a personal brand, social media, how to launch a company. I'm also gonna give away some free books on how to launch a company for under $1,000. All you gotta do is sign up below at GerardAdamsTV.com. Sign up to the newsletter, you'll get the links directly and be entered to win. Also, I'm looking for the next best idea. So if you're an entrepreneur and have an idea, comment below in the comment section all about your idea. I'm gonna pick the best one and you'll get entered to come to our next Elevator Nights and pitch your idea in front of 200 prolific investors, and you can raise up to $1 million. Huge opportunity. So check it out. Always keep it 100. It's your boy. I'm out. Peace.
One test though.
Okay.
I put in a white t-shirt with big black letters, "Who's your daddy?"
Yeah.
And I sold 200 at high school over lunch period in 1 week. So 15 bucks. So I made almost $3 grand. I felt like a millionaire. So I had that market test, and then that was it. Yeah.
Cool. So you launched Who's Your Daddy, and I think this is really cool. Then you got a licensing deal by the time you were 19
Right.
worth $9.5 million, and it led you to becoming the youngest CEO out of any publicly traded company that beat out Michael Dell. I mean, he's got some zeros.
He definitely got some zeros, yeah.
Where's 4 tips you would give somebody that has an idea, leveraging social media, that they need to do to really execute effectively on social media? If you were to start again, you know, when you first started.
Biggest thing is consistency of posting. You can't miss a day if it's on Instagram. You can't miss a week if it's on Facebook. Your Snapchats have to be there every day. That's number one. Number two is